Here we go. So that's what I'm talking about. Whiting. If you're just starting off and you just don't know what to do, and you know, you've seen my show a few times, you're not going, gee, I want to use that kind of rig. It's a 2-hook rig, Paternoster, really simple. I want to show you how I do it, and hopefully you guys can learn the same thing. There we go, here we go. If it wasn't, beautiful fine specimens, look at that one there, and another one there, 2 of them. Yeah, good size ones too. Alright guys, we're back into the garage. Now my main focus will be for whiting rigs, but this would be a universal Paternoster rig you can use from the beach, from the jetty. I'm using 40-pound line, which is pretty strong line. So I like it because it's less chance of it getting too tangled up. It will get tangled up every now and then, it really depends on how feisty the fish are. But I'm using 40-pound line, and I'm using something called drop crane shrivels. Basically it replaces the old 3-way shrivels, and it's just 2 shrivels kind of interlocked together. I don't know if you can see that. So that's 2, that's the main one, and that's the one that goes on the side. That main shrivel, so you tie the line from here, that goes to your sinker. That one there is where you tie another line, and it gets tied to the hook. And this one here, you can either tie it straight to your rod or the reel, or put a little snap on your main line and just snap it on like that. Very handy these are, I like them. So I get some line, because we're going for whiting, start from the bottom, so I can actually tie one of these snaps shrivels. I'll tie this on the bottom here. Now, and this knot here I use to tie with the hooks, anything terminal. I don't know the name of it, but I'll put it through the eye there, and then twist it over like that, make another loop, and then get this line and just feed that through that loop about 3 or 4 times. As you got it through there, you just give it a nice pull. Now with most knots you're meant to lubricate them. I won't do that because I can't stand people licking it and, you know, touching it on TV, so I'll just show you for demonstration purposes. Just give that a nice pull, and that's it there. That tag you can just snip off. So your sinker goes on that. I'll probably take about maybe 15 centimeters. Trim it, and tie in one of these crane shrivels. So tie this one on the bottom, just like that. Get some more line, probably another 15-20 centimeters. Oh. Now because I want to have 2 hooks on this rig, I'll be using 2 of these crane shrivels. So again, do that for the bottom one. This rig is probably a smaller version of what I usually use. I'll probably use a bigger gap, maybe even 30 centimeters, but that there will be a nice compact little rig. And yeah, so that's fundamentally the basics. We're tying some line to each one of those, and with the length I like to have it a bit longer than usual, because if you have to change hooks you have to keep on either replacing the whole bit or just trim it at the point where you've actually tied the hook on. So put it through here. Right, so because my sinker is going to be down here, I'm going to tie the line from here with the hook and hopefully make it about the same length, just a bit short, because I want this hook to be close to the bottom. Right, now it's time to tie on the hooks. For whiting I prefer these long shank ones. We just need 2. That's a size 4. Size 2 is probably for the really big ones, or King George whiting. On average I use a size 6 because you get the small picky ones, so I'll definitely hook up well. The size 2s, if you're struggling to hook up, just cut them off, downsize them. But if you want to go for the big ones, just leave them on. You'll be right. To tie it on. Put it there, use the same knot that I showed you before. Probably the strongest knot you can use. Beauty. Also got a little red bead. Put that through. Just let it run all the way down to the end of the hook. Acts as like a bit of an attractant for the fish. Something red on a sort of sandy silhouette will definitely stick out a lot easier. You want to present the whiting food and not bait. So try and make it as real as possible. Close enough to their food. So that's your basic whiting or general purpose rig. Off the beach, off the boat, off the jetty. It's great. With your snap, shrivel. Look, these are great because you can just put on a big sort of snapper sinker and it goes in, close it up. It's great. Or put a small one. You say it's shallow water and you're not drifting, you're on anchor. That's just ideal. So there you have it. Whiting rig, Paternoster rig, and you can use this almost for any fish. If you want to go for the bigger fish, drifting, just replace the line with heavier leader. You know, you can go up to 60, even 100 pound. Put on bigger hooks. Generally the principle is almost exactly the same. See how that's long? Ideally, you don't want to have these overlapping too much because as it goes for the water column, it can sort of tangle up. Look, you'll learn trial and error. Technically, this probably should have been a bit shorter, but that's just terrific. And to store them away just before you use them, so I have a couple on the boat always ready at any one time. So I've got this kind of apparatus where you just tie up your rigs. I've got 2 of those already. That one there, the hooks are quite old, so need to replace them. Or you can use these round ones. It's quite easy. Get the first hook and put it through the hole and just wrap it up. You've got all these grooves there so nothing kind of falls out of place. Easy peasy. So let's see how it's done. Caught a few whiting the other day with exactly the same rig. Enjoy the show. Hey, g'day, welcome back to another episode. And I'm just out here on my local spot. It's a sandy bottom and I'm going for these fine specimens here. I'll just quickly show you as I hook up. There you go. Yep, oh yep, here we go. Beautiful. Fresh whiting. Long shank hooks with a bit of squid for bait. 2 hooks I like using, and believe it or not, a snapper sinker. We're in about 16 metres of water. I want to get down to the bottom as soon as possible and just let it bounce up and down. Mix up the sand. Hopefully if there's any whiting around there, they'll see what the commotion's about and go for the bait and the hooks, and the rest is history. Ooh, here we go. This one's got a bit of the backbone for whiting. I don't think it's a whiting. I can see them through the water. The water's so clean up here. Yeah, they are whiting. Oh, it's stonker ones too. 2 of them. I didn't think they were. Here you go. Let's get it. I didn't think they were whiting. There's only one way to find out. Just reel it up and just check them out like that. Yeah. There we go. Oh, here we go. If it wasn't, if it was anything like the previous one, there's got to be 2 on this one. Oh, I can see for the water. Look at it. Beautiful fine specimens. Look at that one there, and another one there. 2 of them. Oh, he won't come off. One swim away. That's all right. Yeah, good size ones too. There we go. That's one. Maybe another double. Maybe there's another double. There's one. Oh, good size ones too. Lovely sign. There we go. Maybe. Yep. So what I was doing, I was actually pointing the rod tip down towards the water so I could feel the tension. Here we go. It's a good one too. Another one. Goodness me. There we go. There's another double. Oh, another double here. Oh, there's only a one. It's a one fish wonder. Good size one too. Lovely fish. Felt the bites in this, and I didn't bother bringing it up. It's just one, but he swallowed it. You see? Oh, yes, she ran. So this one's probably swallowed the hook again. And he's trying to run off of it. It's feisty, this one or that one. Beautiful. Lovely one, that one. Yeah, and he swallowed a long shank hook. So you could probably upsize the hooks to size 4 if you want the real big ones. There we go. Oh. Well, this one's got a bit of curry. I'd say I had 2 and 1 came off. Yeah. Ooh. There's only 1. You can feel him bouncing right up. His head shakes. You can feel it resonating right for the braid. Oh, he's a good size one too. They're all good, pretty good size. Nice and fat, these ones. Beautiful. Oh. Alrighty. What do we got here? Another double fish. One's okay, biting. The other one's a flathead. Now, flathead are good eating, but they've got to be sized. Yeah, so I'm moving it up and down. There you go. Because sometimes you don't even know that they're on the bait. Because my sinker's pretty heavy. Medium sized one. Yeah, it's a good one here. Yeah, it's a good one.